Hello, sweet souls. This is your part 2. We're going to call on St. Michael. St. Michael, please transmute all negative energy to positive, centered myself or the viewer. We're going to call on the Holy Spirit, angel, saints, spirit guides, and ancestors, and ask for a message for your greater good. We pray for truth and only truth for the greater good of the beautiful collective. Someone asked me about the canvas behind me. It's William Blake, and it's the reunion of the soul and the body. Yeah, and you can get it on Amazon. So if you're interested in that, so I titled part 1 "Mastering Your Mind" because I feel like that was the important message. There was a lot of what was going on with the karmic dynamic and things like that. But when you're dealing with a narcissist personality, a narcissist, even if they are not a diagnosed narcissist, because narcissism is one of the hardest things to diagnose because a narcissist lives in a deluded reality, very delusional. So they don't see themselves as a narcissist and they don't speak the truth because they create false narratives. So if a narcissist were to go to a counseling session, which I'm not a doctor or a psychologist, I'm just telling you with my own research, when they go to a counselor, they will lie and tell the version that they have told themselves about you and about other people. So in that situation, they are always going to paint themselves as the victim. So it's very difficult for a therapist to diagnose narcissism. That's why. But from what I've heard and what I've researched, they rely on their supply to give emotional energy through reactions. They will trigger reactions in people because they need that to feed their energy. They need that to feed their ego. Even negative, angry outbursts, arguments, they need that because to them, in their mind, that's a sign that they still have control over you. You still care for them. They're still winning you emotionally. They're winning over your emotions. So it's important to go no contact or very little contact. If you have children, only black and white answers, only the analytics, nothing more. Do not feed them any of your energy whatsoever. Flat. There was something else I was going to point out about the narcissistic dynamic. Oh, it's a pattern for the narcissist to be super kind and loving and then pull back and be cold and detached. Super kind and loving and then pull back. Because the game here is they want you to crave their validation. They want you to crave needing them to validate you, needing them to give you that loving, kind energy that they showed you little glimpses of. It's a pattern in narcissistic dynamics. So Jordan Peterson has some great videos out on narcissists and how to deal with a narcissist. If you feel or suspect you are dealing with a narcissist, I would recommend looking up his videos. They're very informative and they're going to help you. So let's look at overall energy for the beautiful collective. Overall energy. The waiting game. You've been very patient. I think you've been very patient in moving on with your life, coming into alignment with your higher self, with God, with your healing. But you are building a firm foundation and you will have material harvest. Okay? So keep going. Keep believing. It's all about your faith and what you believe. Okay? So let's look for the beautiful collective. What do they need to know, Holy Spirit? Current energy. The obstacle. The other thing is when you can do this through mastering your emotions, mastering your mind, self-regulating, and you can take your power fully back, what you're doing is not only are you cutting off the energetic cord to the narcissist. You're no longer feeding them any energy. They will be left with their own energy and that of the karmics that are around them. This is when everything falls apart for them. Advice and outcome. Yeah, the bottom of the deck. Unfinished symphony. This is someone that they thought by not giving you closure, it would keep you attached to them. They would be able to come back. They would be able to manipulate you because they didn't speak the truth. They never gave you closure. So when you disconnect, then you put the ball back in their court as far as they're left feeling that they have unfinished business with you because you've moved on without closure. You gave yourself closure through healing and forgiving. So they'll want to reach out and send you a message to reattach that cord, to refeed off your energy. The problem is going the distance. You've put in so much work. This is an obstacle on yourself that you're focused on moving forward. You're not focused on the past. That's why it is an obstacle. They want you to know in the advice, you will have everlasting joy and happiness. You will have emotional fulfillment. The outcome, you're cleaning up anything that doesn't serve you. You're releasing it. You're putting in the work. So that's beautiful. All right. Let's see. Message in a bottle. Message in a bottle. Yeah, it's like this person is watching you move on, building your legacy. You know, some of you, since you left, you could have had a large financial increase because when you are with narcissistic energies, they drain you, not only physically, spiritually, emotionally, but financially. They keep you in a low vibration. They keep you from having the ability to manifest anything. Yeah, this person is watching you manifest all that you desire because you're free of their negative energy. And this is why they want to communicate. Because when you leave them with their own energy, they can't manifest anything because it's dark. Nothing good anyway. The obstacle, go the distance. Yeah. This person is an obstacle because they are recognizing without your energy, they're imbalanced. They can't manifest. They are having financial difficulties. They're recognizing that it was your loving energy that you gave to them, that you fed them as their host, that allowed them to not only have the confidence, but have the financial resources. Now the truth and clarity is coming to light for this person. Their grade A source is gone. Gone. Gone and better than ever. They're blocked and they know it because now you're cold as ice. You speak the truth. You operate in analytics and no longer emotion. So milk and honey, you will have divine love. You will have a happy home, emotional fulfillment, advice. God is blessing you not only with a passionate new beginning, but opportunities for financial growth. I love it. Outcome is clean it up. Releasing what doesn't serve you. Putting in the work. Yeah, you've released someone that operated in ego. Someone that is wounded and operates from a space of ego, very selfish energy. You've released this person, and by doing so, you're letting your light shine. And things are aligning for you. This is causing this person to be trapped in their head, overthinking, but also in regret, because they can see very clearly that since you've taken your power back, remove them from your energy, that you're prospering. Big time. Nine of Pentacles, Empress energy. And you've done it on your own with God's help. Unfinished symphony. Yeah, these are mind games this person wants to play. With the Five of Swords, they could have gotten other people involved in attacking you. But this person wants to come in and play more mind games to make you believe that you have unfinished business. But divine intervention is here. You're focused on your creative projects. You don't care if this person thinks that you have unfinished business. You're not concerned at all. You're too focused on loving yourself, relying on your intuition and setting boundaries and calling in your divine partner. I love that. Okay. Let's do another round. This person wants to send you a message because they're seeing you're building generational wealth, or you're being guided on this path to build your legacy, and they're watching. They see you're an alchemist. They see how powerful your energy is because they can see what's happened to them since you released them. Everything's falling apart. This is why they want to communicate with you. Message in a bottle. Message in a bottle. Yeah. See, this person is planning on how can they come in and love bomb and gaslight you again to get you back on the hook. They want to send a message. But you're in this star energy, healer energy, building your legacy. You are not focused on anything that has to do with this person. You're happy without them. With go the distance, this is the obstacle because this person is finally getting this truth and clarity, the realization that without your divine love energy, they are struggling financially, physically, mentally. Go the distance. And you're gone. Yeah, this person's ego is so bruised because they're going through financial loss. They could be hitting rock bottom financially, and they're just now waking up to who you are. You're an earth angel that holds the vibration of divine love. Without divine love, they cannot manifest a thing positive. The advice, you're moving on. You will have a happy life, emotional fulfillment. Not only is God blessing you with a passionate new beginning, but opportunities for financial growth. Milk and honey. And my husband is out there cutting the grass if you hear that. Milk and honey. Yeah, you're calling in a divine partner that is so loving, kind, compassionate, intuitive, just like you. This is someone you will marry. This is your closer. Like Mark is my closer. This is your closer. I love it. With clean it up as the outcome, you are just releasing any person, place, or situation that doesn't serve your highest good. You know, this is somebody that's operating an ego that you've released, and you're operating in your light. They're really stressed out, trapped, overthinking, in regret because you're prospering because of all of the growth, all of the hard work you've put in. You're being seen as an empress to the Nine of Pentacles, building something on your own, and it really prospering. Clean it up. Which is just making this person even more regretful because they have to watch your creative projects pay off, knowing they missed out and they can do nothing to interfere. Yeah. This is somebody, Knight of Swords in reverse, that has done everything to try to bully you, to get into your head, to make you feel insecure, to destroy your confidence. It's a karmic partner. And justice is playing out for all the actions this person has taken to interfere with your life. With unfinished symphony, this person, they've been battling you. They want to get in your head and try to make you believe that you have unfinished business or you're meant to be together. But there's divine intervention here. You're focused on your creative projects. You're in this loving energy calling in King of Cups, loving partner, someone that matches your loving energy, someone that will love you, support you, take care of you, protect you. Unfinished symphony. Yeah. And this person knows that it's the end of their lying, cheating, and stealing. It's a false emperor that is very tyrannical and controlling. They know that it's come to the end of the road. There is no more lying, cheating, and stealing in your energy. You're not going to allow it. Yeah, now they feel foolish because they are going through the same Ten of Swords, deception and betrayal, and they're blocked. Wow. It's crazy. Let's see what else we get. I mean, you guys should be so proud of how far you've come. It's amazing. It looks amazing. You're amazing. Dealing with people like this that have maniacal minds is scary. It really is. But you have to remember, they are not normal people. They don't think normal. You cannot explain yourself to someone in this energy. They won't. So a normal person, you could say, this is what I've seen. Let's have a discussion, and you can explain yourself. And a normal person will take in the information, process it, and say, you know what? I can see your perspective. Low vibrational narcissistic energies, they can't, because everything in their mind is a manipulation and a game. It's a way to validate themselves, their emotions. They aren't looking to understand your side of the story. They aren't looking for any of that. So that's why it makes it so difficult. This is why you can't engage. Not at all. You just don't explain yourself. Don't argue. You're only hurting yourself because they are a master manipulator. This person wants to send you a message because you're building a legacy. They're watching you. They know how powerful your energy is. That's why they want to communicate. They're planning on how can they love bomb and gaslight. This is what they're planning by way of a message. Message in a bottle. Message in a bottle. Yeah, they're saying continue to follow your passion. Continue to operate in your hermit energy, staying private, co-creating with God, and helping others. That's what they want you to focus on. Keep on moving forward. It's an obstacle for this person because they're finally waking up to the fact that without your loving energy, everything's falling apart. They're getting the truth and clarity. This person is wounded. Their ego is wounded. They are out in the cold, going through financial ruin, and they're recognizing you are an earth angel. Go the distance, and you're gone. Again, they're struggling financially. They're very unstable, and they're in regret because they don't have your divine love energy to manifest from. Milk and honey, you will have a happy home, a happy life, emotional fulfillment. God is blessing you with a passionate new beginning and opportunities for financial growth. I do see you calling in this loving partner. This is someone that you're going to marry or be in a long-term commitment with. Milk and honey. Yeah. Ace of Cups, Ace of Pentacles. Again. Wow. Divine love and financial growth attached to this new partner. You're going to build something with this new partner. That's absolutely amazing. I love it. Yeah. Queen of Cups, King of Cups. This is your divine match. I love it. With Clean It Up, this person, you've released people that operate in ego. You're operating in your light. They're stressed out. They're in regret because you're building something on your own. It's prospering. And you're being seen as an empress. Powerful energy. Abundant. Confident. Creative. They're in regret because your creative projects are paying off. This is the person that's been bullying you as a karmic partner. They have no access. They have no control over you and your life. Clean it up. Clean it up. Yeah. This person was never accountable for going with a group of people and trying to attack you through lies and slander, cyberbullying. They were never accountable for this. But they're being exposed. They are definitely being exposed. This person could have paid a whole group of people with a Six of Pentacles to Five of Wands to cause drama for you. This is someone that operated from ego, and they're being exposed for this. Yeah, things they did with a group of people and this deceptive energy to try to come for you. Unfinished Symphony. This is mind games. This person is trying to get in your head to convince you that you have unfinished business, but divine intervention is at play. You're focused on your creative projects and calling in a divine partner. This person is recognizing they can no longer, in this Emperor energy, control, dominate, lie, cheat, or steal. It's over. Death. Unfinished Symphony. Unfinished Symphony. They're stuck and exposed. Stuck and exposed. People aren't finding out the truth. Whoops. You may have people coming in and apologizing to you. These are people that could have worked against you for a long time. You're protected and you have your guard up. Yeah, these were people that participated in bullying you. And they could be coming in to apologize. Coming in to apologize. Because they can see that you were dealing with somebody that was a player, distorted sexual energy that created illusions for a bunch of people. You are going to be vindicated. Victory, success, people seeing you for who you truly are. That's beautiful energy. Yeah, I love it. Let's see. What else do we need to know? Let's do some from the Gemstone Whispers deck and see what we get. I'm telling you, you will drive yourself literally insane trying to rationalize with a narcissist. This is why they say go complete no contact. Don't let them in your energy. The only way to truly heal is to disconnect, because as long as this person is in your energy through communication, still trying to get them to see the truth, to understand what they've done wrong, it's going to slow down your healing, because they just create so much confusion and illusion because they have dark attachments. They have demonic attachments. That's what I believe narcissism is, a demonic attachment. Let's see. All right, let's do some from the Gemstones Whisper deck. I don't see you guys going back. I don't see you even entertaining this person. You've done so much work and you're so much happier on your own, and things are going to start paying off for you if they're not already. What does the beautiful collective need to be aware of? Yeah. You know, this person, either they paid for spell work or they were just heavily manipulating the situation, and they were so arrogant they thought it was going to work. They thought, see, that's another thing. Narcissists think everyone is stupid. They feel like they have delusions of grandeur. They feel like they hold all of life's answers. Their opinion, their thoughts, their beliefs are absolute. No one can tell them anything. But this person is now triggered because you've maintained a Zen energy. Very peaceful. You're non-reactive, non-responsive, and this person is envious of you. Because they didn't expect it. They didn't expect you would free yourself, take back your power, and be confident and courageous and independent. This is why they're envious, because they are not. They're a follower. Yeah, this person is blinded by lust. Blindness and lust. That's what is the driving force for this person, because they don't have the ability to be open or vulnerable emotionally to anyone. So the only thing they can experience is lust. That's the only thing they allow themselves to experience. Yeah, you changed your perspective and got out of Dodge. This is why you will have fortune in your life. Yeah. Somebody else is going through misfortune. They may feel like it's a temporary halt, like things are slowing down, but this is consequences, this misfortune. Yeah. Thank you, Spirit. Justice. It's consequences. They want you to continue to go in prayer, meditation, and just trust. Trust in God's plan for your life. You have many possibilities. Infinity. Many possibilities. Infinite possibilities. And you're dealing with a person that's very greedy. That's another thing with narcissism. A lot of narcissists are very greedy because they place their self-worth on the image of being wealthy, the projection of being wealthy. You're going to have victory because of your healing. That's why you're going to have victory. Yeah, you have seen through the illusion, and you've still maintained your kind energy because you're open. Your heart is open. You have been very loving. That's who you are, but you have not allowed this person to destroy your loving nature. No, you've strengthened your intuition, focused on your fresh start, your new beginning. Yep, you let it in. You're proven to yourself and to the world your unwavering tenacity. Temper us in fire, we go stronger. When we suffer, we survive. That's what you prove not only to yourself, but to the world. You are going to let any situation break you. And going through a narcissist relationship is the most powerful training for strength. Yep, you've changed your direction. You moved on to a new path. Expanded connection. You're connecting with people that are aligned with you now. People that accept you for who you are. Yeah, God's wrath is over. All involved in trying to interfere with your harmony. God's wrath is over, and God helped them. Yeah, because these were people that were demonically either possessed or had demonic attachments. Very dark people. You will experience growth. You will experience happiness. This person is lost and under judgment due to their gluttony, their gluttonous lifestyle. So this is someone that you can't help. Only the Lord can help this person. And even then, this person has to be willing to accept the Lord's help. They have to humble themselves. They have to be accountable. Without that, they have no idea how bad their life is going to get. They just have no idea. And that's their own energy returning to them. That has nothing to do with collective. We understand the importance of divine love energy. That's why we don't seek vengeance, Let's do some from the wisdom of the hidden realms. All right, for the beautiful collective. You guys are building a firm foundation, and you do have prosperity headed your way. So you're headed in the right direction. You're doing everything right. Wisdom and power of the divine. Yeah, the divine backs you. You've gained the wisdom from this experience. Patience and stillness. Patience and stillness. This is the resting. It says patience and stillness, the resting tree. And that's kind of like the waiting game. You are patiently waiting, resting and healing, but having unwavering faith in the divine. Perception. Yeah, you changed your perception of the situation. And by changing your perception, you are no longer going to go on this cycle again with this person. It says fruition, abundance, reaping what you sow. You are reaping your harvest because you've done the right thing. The beautiful collective. Transformation, intuition, and patience. Your patience is paying off because transformation is occurring and you have allowed your intuition to guide you. That's amazing. Reflection and non-judgment. You have been energetically, spiritually accountable for any mistakes you have made. You have reflected on what parts of you need to heal so that you can have a better life. Discipline, armor, and boundaries. You got the full armor of God on now. And you said boundaries with these people. You see the red flags. You don't have the rose-colored glasses on any longer. It says small steps, asking for help, the camel boy. It's, you're just following God's guidance. And you ask the divine to help you, and you're listening. Flow, letting go, and natural movement. You are going with the flow. One last card. Cycles of growth, natural law, and divine order. You're trusting in that divine order. You're trusting in natural law. And you have used this as an experience to grow. You have accepted it, that it was for your growth. And that's why you have material wealth and true prosperity coming in. I love it. All right, let's do some from the Cancerian Oracle deck. For the beautiful. Oh, you know what? I meant to ask real quick. If this person had the courage, and for many of you, this is a narcissistic person. Some of you, it's just a toxic person, but you'll know. I want to see if they had the guts to speak truth to you, what truth would they speak? I know I was a distraction from your pain. I feel like that's you saying that to this person. I hide behind material things. Yeah, this person is very greedy. They have no self-worth, so they rely on the image of wealth because they think people will respect them or elevate them in some way. I replay conversations over and over. I'm so attracted to you. That's the lust energy. I love you unconditionally. What I would say to that, someone that can do these type of nefarious things to you, that's not love. If that's love, I wonder what hate looks like. Seriously. I hid who I really am from you. They wore a mask. I wish I could take back my words, and I am grateful for the spiritual lesson. That's you. The timing just wasn't right for us. This person may come in and say that it was wrong timing, blah, blah, blah. There's no excuse. There is no excuse good enough to justify lying, cheating, stealing, playing mind games, and trying to cyberbully, stalk, and lie on another. Defame another. There is no excuse to justify that, especially when you weren't doing it to them. All right, what's coming in for the beautiful collective? You're moving on. Stepping out of your comfort zone. That's North Node energy. Doing something outside of your comfort zone, maybe you've never done before. It has to do with your creativity. You're letting it flow. You're taking inspired action. You're trusting in God, which you can expect unexpected blessings by trusting in God. You had an awakening. Growth, transforming, healing, and feeling your way through. They're saying you had this tower moment, but they said, there are opportunities coming in that are going to be presented to you to step out of your comfort zone. They said it's up to you, but they want you to take the risk. Okay, reflect on what you want, because if you do, you're going to be celebrating. Yeah, there's the shift that's happening. Fast results, breaking the cycle, and changing direction. You have learned from this experience, and you're meant to teach and guide others. You're on the right path. When this opportunity comes in, they said, go for it. They want you to have more fun. This is going to be fun for you. Could be months from now. That's amazing. Let's do some from the inner child. Natural connection. I am a bright and blooming being. Weighed down. All that I need comes to be. This has to do with trust and faith, that what you need will be given to you. It says refuel. I am worthy and deserving of reward. and curiosity. I am delighted by discovery. And then fertile foundation. Joy sprouts within me. The bottom of the deck says, hungry bunny. My life is a feast of opportunity. I love it. All right. Is there anything else we need to get? I'm going to do some from the Moonology for the beautiful collective. What guidance do you have for the beautiful collective? Bring love into the situation. Maintain the vibration of divine love. And they said a personal issue reaches resolution. It's closing out. Whatever effects or problems this person may have caused you in the past, it's coming to an end. Adjustments are required. They may be asking you to make changes, release certain people, places, or situations, or a mindset. They want to bless you now. A time to give rather than take. The spiritual realm wants to bless you. You've done the work. Your commitment is being tested. They will allow past people that are karmic relationships to come back in to see if you will accept or if you will lower your vibration, if you will go back into a karmic cycle. So that is common. Take time to breathe out. They don't want you to worry. They said a fiery climax approaches. Everything is coming to an end as far as this person goes. The signs we have: Aquarius, Cancer, Virgo, and Aries in this deck. So let's get a couple of the angel numbers for this reading and see what we get. What angel numbers do you have for the beautiful collective? What do they need to know, Holy Spirit? Oh, I love it. All threes. Divine timing. You have the benefit of good fortune, and if you use your wise judgment, you can do anything. In this place, you can reach new heights. You should act on your potential when you see this pattern, since what you plant will grow. You're about to experience a spectacular ascent. Wow. And then we got 1, 2, 3, 4. Connection. First, focus on the positive changes occurring due to your efforts. Then expand your horizon and permit yourself to try something new. So many positive shifts are in store for you. The world around you is changing in favor of your intentions. That's definitely a number of progression. Let's see another one. 777, inspired action. Get some fresh air or call some of your pals over. Take a look around you. There is so much natural beauty waiting to be discovered. Either you will soon become involved in an exciting new project, or you will go out on a date. Put your charisma to use everywhere. Spread your charm around. And then again, we have 333. This came out on part 1 too, I believe. 333. It says resources. All that is good and pleasant in your life will multiply. Angels are sending the number to reassure you of the prosperity and well-being ahead. Your surroundings will treat you with admiration and respect. Use it for the greater good. And then we got recovery. It is a confirmation that your assumptions and beliefs are correct, but it's also an encouragement to use your talents and gifts because they will benefit the world and your pockets. Be of service to others. Your potential is enormous. I love it. So you guys may be seeing those numbers, but it validates that the waiting game, this is over. The wait is coming to an end. You're going to have a firm foundation. You're going to have material harvest. Things are aligning for you. So that's amazing. I'm going to do some from this timing deck real quick to see what do we need to know about the timing for this reading. What do we need to know about the timing for this reading? When can they expect powerful shifts to come in? By the end of the year? Could be sooner. Let's get one more. Wow. So we got next couple of days for some of you, or anywhere from now to the end of the year. Expect powerful shifts to occur. So that's awesome. All right. I think we're going to leave this reading here. I love you guys. I am scheduling for week after next. I hope you guys have an absolutely amazing day. I love you so much. I appreciate all of your love, your support, your donations, your prayers, not only for me, but for each other. You guys are amazing. I love you, and I will see you for tomorrow's readings. Bye-bye.